It's hard to change what you can't name. Hi, I'm Ed Riggins, but most people just call me Riggo. Welcome back to Thoughts for Thursday. Check out my wife Kate's art behind me, by the way. Today she's traveling to visit family, so I'm hanging out in her studio. It's hard to change what you can't name is a line I borrowed from a recent article in the Times about an online therapy module called Hours. Haven't checked it out yet, but according to the article, it's for relationships of all kinds. New connections, serious relationships, recently engaged, the married crowd, and everything in between, close quote. That line in the article, that it's hard to change what you can't name, got me thinking about the importance of labeling. If you've ever spent time with a skilled therapist, or if you've ever even been in a conversation with someone who's a particularly good listener, then you understand experientially the importance of labeling. We seem to self-discover as we self-disclose. It's important sometimes to say out loud just what you're experiencing in real time and to do so in the presence of someone who brings curiosity instead of judgment to the conversation. Are you feeling sadness, happiness, anger, fear, surprise, disgust? As a friend once asked me, Riggo, are you feeling mad, sad, glad, or had? Emotions are simply biological events. What's the label for your emotion? I've seen the importance of this labeling thing played out in the areas of corporate and personal finance as well. I've represented many companies who've made the decision to buy their own building instead of continuing to lease from someone else. Most of the time it's turned out great. But over the years I've also seen some companies be taken down by this decision. In retrospect, it was a labeling problem. They should have labeled that money working capital, and instead they labeled that money down payment. When I coach people for their careers, we start with personal finance, and I encourage them to put about 0.1% of the value of their house every month in a separate account. If you own a home that's worth about $400,000, that's about $400 a month. I encourage people to do that so that when their hot water heater, their roof, their air conditioning compressor inevitably needs replacement, they'll shrug and say, of course, and write a check out of that account. They're unsurprised when these things happen because every month they gave some money the label repair and maintenance and not the label dinner's out. Thanks for joining me.
Doors closing.